Here's the third part of Bay Area Transparency's Fourth and First Amendment audit. Right now, he in the lobby and see what happens.
Okay.
Always ship. Always live.
Do you mind leaving, sir?
Yeah, I do.
Why do you mind? You're not allowed to be anywhere. Okay.
Always ship. Always live.
Do you mind leaving, sir?
Yeah, I do.
Why do you mind?
I'm not leaving. Yeah.
No, he go executive, you know.
Look, you're not allowed to be anywhere.
He don't listen to Steve Lyons, he don't listen to secretary, he don't listen to nobody.
So you
I
don't,
can't hear what
you're not going
you're
to leave?
saying. What was that?
You're not going to leave?
Well, what, can you explain to me why I would have to leave?
Well, you don't. You can actually stay in the lobby. There is concern that you are filming, so we're just asking why.
Well, I don't disclose why I'm filming. I actually already did upstairs, but I don't disclose why.
Right, and
But this is a public building, correct?
this is a state building,
Which
but only
is-
the lobby is open to the public.
Where does it say that?
We don't have signage for that.
Yeah, so it's all open.
That is not
Let me
what
ask
that
you a
means.
question. Do visitors ever go upstairs and do any business up there at all?
If they sign in,
Non-state employees, do they go upstairs and do business?
if they sign in,
Okay,
sure.
and then that means I can too. That's the way that works.
Are you gonna stay here?
What was your name?
I haven't given you my name.
Oh, well, that's why I'm asking for it. Because you're a state employee that's dealing with me, so I'm just trying to make sure I know who I'm speaking with. Sir, there's no reason to be rude. I'm just asking your name.
I'm not being rude, sir.
Well, not telling me your name is. You're a state employee. I need to know who spoke with me. What if I want to file a complaint against you and I
I'll
don't
be
know
honest,
how
I'm
now?
just a little
Uneasy?
I'm uncomfortable
Okay.
with the camera in my face. That's all.
Okay. Well, it's not in your face. I can give you more space. There you go.
I'm uncomfortable with the camera on me.
Okay, well, I mean, that's kind of what you signed up for, but when you're a state employee, your name and everything about you as far as this business goes is public record, and that's why I asked your name. Because right now, if I want to file a complaint, you're basically not allowing me to, so.
He's talking to me, so it's hard for me to hear you at the same time. What was that?
Yeah, they will, CHP will come and teach them a lesson, they'll learn, and then I'll go back upstairs, we'll be fine. I'm just gonna give them a second. Is there a restroom close by, or, ma'am? Is there a restroom close by?
Yeah, it should be down down.
Just straight down that door? Okay, perfect, thank you. And that's the one everybody uses down there? And then what help offices are down there? Are there help, it's loud in here.
There's no help on
Huh? No help office? Okay. Thank you. No help office? Okay. Thank you. Yuri, do they work here? They don't work here?
They visitors. So they come here and sign in, they say who they want to see. And somebody have to come down or I have to escort them.
Gotcha. Cool. Very, very cool.
See my partner called them.
He's our man.
They say, can I escort them? I say, yes.
There you go. I love it. I love it. Thank you.
How you doing?
All right. How about you?
Good to see you, bro.
Likewise.
Sir.
You must know who I am.
Yes, I know.
Teach him something. Teach him something. Thank you. I appreciate you. Okay, so one of those people, I don't know who they were, but he knows who I am. And he said, hey, thank you. You do good work, right? And so that's a good thing. So I'm just waiting now for CHP, I guess. I don't want to be here too long. If they take much longer, then I am going to just go back upstairs and do whatever I got to do.
CHP. No, yeah, we're just here for the meeting.
I know.
Yeah.
Why are you still here?
I'm just checking out the building. I had explained it to you. Yeah.
You already had that. We were calling somebody to,
I was trying to explain to you earlier, there's nothing, it's a public building, yeah.
but it's not a building in which the public moves freely through it. It's a building in which the public business is conducted.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't walk through the CHP offices. You can't walk through the DMV. You can't even walk behind the counter of the DMV. They're doing business.
Yeah, so
And we're doing business here. And if you wanted to come and learn about us and called us up and said, hey, I want to know what you do here, we'd be actually ambushed. The Department of Food and Agriculture isn't going to be well received.
Well,
it wouldn't be well received by any state agency.
have you ever said if somebody's going to come here to see what you guys are doing, they're not going to tell you, right? I'm not going to tell you. I do know. Well, one second, sir. I gave you plenty of time to speak. Now, hear me out for a second.
You're not telling me anything, sir.
Excuse me.
You won't tell me who your name is, you won't tell me what
I'm
you're
trying
working
to,
on.
but you're interrupting me. I told you a story, but I'm not going to give any more information. Where I can be and can't be is very clearly marked, right? And it's, if I have to badge in, which is why I could come into this door, the door says right on it, come see us, welcome, come in, right? If the doors are open and I don't have to use a key card access, which is called a restricted area, I can be there, right? Legally, just like these lady and couple of gentlemen that just walked up here. Whether they got escorted or not doesn't matter. They're visitors, they don't work here. The Supreme Court ruled that anywhere the general public can be, the press can be. I told you clearly I'm doing a story.
You have a press pass?
I don't need a press pass.
Then
There is
how-
no
how
such
are you-
thing. Actually, there
how
is
are
no
you
such thing as a
identifying-
press
How are you
pass.
identifying yourself as a member of the press?
I just
what are
told
your
you.
What are your credentials? Who do you work for?
I don't
Where
need
does
to
your-
give
where
any
does
of
your
that.
work appear?
I don't have to get any
What
of
is-
that
What is
information,
your
sir.
history as a member of the media?
I don't have to give any of that information.
Which gives you zero credibility as a
Well, I mean,
member of the
that's
media.
okay. You can think that. That's fine. I mean, that's just personal opinion.
I mean,
It's
you
not-
look like really you're just trying to generate attention for a website by shooting some ambush video and getting a few people to react offensively. It seems like nothing more than that. And I don't understand what your point is. I've worked here for 25 years. I've dealt with hundreds of media people, literally.
Okay.
And if you had a story that you wanted to report and you wanted to work with me on that, we would try to accommodate you.
Well, you guys asked me if I needed help. What did I say?
You didn't say anything.
I said no. I don't need your help. I'm just going to walk around and record.
But we deal with reporters, professional media who still exist out there, who
Well, it depends on what your opinion is.
are respectful enough to say, here's the story that I want to cover. Can you help me cover it?
And there's a difference. I don't need your help.
And we
See
do
what I'm saying?
that.
Let's see what I'm saying. There's a difference.
But
They
what
need-
would
they-
be at the
sir,
Department
sir,
of Food and
excuse me.
Agriculture, in
Don't
the
stop.
office of the Department of Food and Agriculture, with people dressed in business attire,
Okay.
that would be of interest to whoever it is looking at your website?
That's just none of your. I mean, it's none of your
It's none of my
concern. You're
business.
just. You have your own personal opinion, and what I said is those people, they might need your help. They might need assistance. They might need to speak with you. I don't. When I do, I'll let you guys know, and I'll ask for the help. But earlier, you came up pretty rude, and we're like, get out of here. You got to go. Yuri, handle this, and X, Y, Z. That I don't appreciate, because I think you have it confused of who you actually work for. You don't work for the governor or some other person. You work for the people. This is the people's building. This is the people's office. If it's open to the public, we can be here, and that's the law, not opinion.
It is
All
not.
right?
It is not a building where public access is.
Do members of the public ever come up here? I have one sitting there. that I saw you guys bring up.
He's actually here for a meeting that
Okay,
he scheduled
and the way
in
the Supreme
advance.
Court ruled is if the general public can go up there, the press can go up there.
Why don't you show
That's
me?
why your
Why
security
don't-
did not call CHP and just told me, no, you're good, go ahead, go back up.
Why don't you call
So-
me? Why don't you show me? Why don't you show me a Supreme Court ruling?
Look it
I
up,
would-
sir.
I would no. You tell me
I
where it
mean,
is.
I can
would
state
love-
them. I
I
can
would love
state
to.
some
I
of
would
them. I
love
can
to see
state
it.
some of them for you. Well, there is one that says City of Cummings, Smith versus the City of Cummings, that very clearly says I can record audio and visual public officials or public employees, for lack of a better word, while conducting their public duties. Are you on duty right now, sir?
I am.
And I can do that from any public spaces. Is this a public space, sir?
That's probably more of a legal question.
Okay.
It
Is it
is a
restricted?
publicly owned building, but it is not a place where public access is
There are no restricted areas that I've seen. I haven't seen one sign that said restricted area at all.
You said you've encountered closed doors, so yeah, there are restricted.
Well, I don't go past those, but not just closed doors, locked closed doors.
Yeah.
Like this one, I can walk in. You guys clearly have it open so people can come in. That's why you have it open. Am I wrong in assuming that, or?
You're not wrong in assuming that.
So the public does come in this office?
It is a card key access door for, that's open during business hours.
Right.
Generally for people who have scheduled appointments with the people who work on the floor. Sometimes we have
Right.
people walk in. Sometimes we have media who walk in who, you know, and I was a reporter for 20 years, and I would just show up at a place like you're doing, but I would identify myself. I would say what I wanted. I would hope that the person that I was speaking with would help me expeditiously because I was there.
And you needed their help,
It
correct?
was strategic.
And you needed their help?
I wanted their help.
Right, but I
didn't
don't
need their
want
help.
or need your help at all. Nobody in this building